Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to Path to Temperance. My name is Angela, and I'm an intuitive healer, channel, and energy reader. If this is your first time here, hello and welcome. And if you are returning, of course, welcome back. So, today I heard my download for the day is your destiny is calling you. And upon that download, I immediately got the energy of Archangel Zadkiel. Okay. And now he is a leading archangel within the Dominion order. Okay. And just a little bit of a background here on orders of angels. And there are different orders, right? And they all have a different hierarchy, right? And within the Dominions, these are the angels that help bring, and it's basically they keep the universe balanced, right? They balance universal laws. They make sure everything stays in order throughout the universe, right? So they're here and they are the angels of mercy, right? They bring us balance and love and truth, okay? So with Archangel Zadkiel here, he is the archangel that helps bring us forgiveness for all of our past mistakes, how to learn from the things that we have gone through, how to forgive, how to show ourselves and others mercy, okay? To bring ourselves back into balance, to release anger and resentment here, right? To then get in line with our life purpose, our divine path. Right? So your destiny is calling, and Archangel Zadkiel is here because there is some form of forgiveness. There is anger, resentment. There are some negative energies and things that are still within your field that could possibly be blocking you from moving forward along your path. Okay? So if this is your first time here, or if you are, a reoccurring viewer here, part of the tribe, the way that I receive my information here, beautiful souls, is I'm an ascension guide. Okay, so some of the things that I may say and the information I receive may be triggering to people. Okay, and I like to kind of reiterate and speak on that as often as I can, because sometimes many people might turn away. Okay, and so please know, if you felt guided to this message here, okay, if you feel that there is something that is calling you to watch this message, it is for a reason, okay? And if anything is triggering you, it's because it's true. We're hitting a bruise. We're bringing the unconscious to the conscious to get you moving along, okay? I'm here to help people, bring people out of the dark, bring people back into the light. And sometimes it can be very, very blinding at first, okay? People can just be like, no, and they don't want to hear it, which is fine. Okay, everybody is going at their own pace, on their own path, in their own timeline, right? So if you are here this far, there's something here for you. Let's see how this all unfolds, okay? Because there is something here that if you know that you have a higher calling, you've been feeling pulled to step out of your comfort zone, to come into a place of order and justice and truth in your life, of showing yourself mercy. This definitely is for you, because you have a higher calling and it's calling you, but we still have some sort of block. We still have some sort of barrier. And I include myself with this, okay? I'm constantly breaking down barriers, okay? And there's even places in my life that I might get stuck longer. Okay, we have to show ourselves mercy and understand, forgive ourselves, forgive others, and understand that we are all going at our own pace. And healing, looking at pain, right, is not something just like, psh. In today's world, we are so accustomed to instant gratification. Okay, I looked at it, it's all done. No, sometimes we have to go back and we have to go back, and there's layers to things here, okay? And I picked up on a kind of like a forgiveness energy here, maybe about a week ago in a soulmate reading here, okay? Because when we are trying to move forward along higher called paths, right, we first have to get through, dismantle all of the yuckiness, the density, right, the static energy. We have to begin flowing. We have to remove the quote unquote darkness, right, the density, to make space to receive the light, to receive the positivity. Does that make sense? I saw that orb. Okay, definitely confirmation. So let's go ahead, let's get some information here. What possible blocks may you have as you are being called to step up? Because your destiny is calling you. That's the bottom line energy here for this message. Your destiny is calling you. Okay, so here on the bottom of the deck, before even shuffling, Archaea Grace, more flow, less hustle. And that's actually something I was working on personally as I was doing some shadow work last night, right? Because we're all accustomed to thinking that we have to work hard to receive. Okay, we have to begin to learn to let go to receive. It's as easy as flowing to receive here. Okay, and Archangel Ariel, connect with nature. All right, so my beautiful angel, spirit guides, ancestors, the highest white light, and decree only my beautiful higher self, as well as Archangel Zadkiel, thank you so much for your presence. Well, what can we tell my beautiful viewer here about this energy of destiny is calling you, and really coming to a space of releasing that anger and that resentment? And, you know, being in Archangel Zadkiel's presence here, it's actually reminding me of a little thing that I went through with my oldest son recently here. He has been, for as long as I can remember, there's been some sort of kind of energy of jealousy, competition with his younger brother, right? And anytime my younger one would have anything, my older one immediately wanted it. It's like he always wanted to take whatever my younger son had. And I was completely baffled by this for so long, and it finally just kind of struck a nerve the other day, and I was like, we need to get to the bottom of this. And I think this is when Archangel Zadkiel came and gave me this clarity here, because my son needed to forgive not only me as his mom, maybe even his daddy, but he needed to forgive his little brother for coming into this world, because it was an underlying energy of baby brother came into this world and now he took away mommy and daddy's attention, right? That is how this my son had held on to this pain, right? He held on to blaming his little brother. So because he felt that his little brother took something from him, he now is reflecting that by taking everything from his brother. Okay, so if this is an incident, I'm telling this story for a reason. Okay, this might resonate with some of you here if you have children that are going through that. Okay, very important to let the child know who is taking that. That you have to explain that is not the case, right? Show them that, you know, I kind of had to explain that, you know, baby brother wanted to be here with you, okay? And mommy and daddy are sorry of any less attention that you may have received upon him coming into this world. But we love you no matter what. You are still very loved. And since I've kind of had this breakthrough with him, because he even admitted it, he was like, yes, mommy, that made me very sad. He knew. I knew what we were talking about, and he understood it as well. And I'm talking to a 4-year-old here, right? He understood what I was kind of pointing at. And since then, I have seen a complete 180, okay? This is forgiveness. This is mercy. This is, you know, coming to a place of understanding, balance, and truth, and love. Because I do not want my little boys growing up kind of in a rivalry state because of an underlying pain, right? And this is how we have to look at life in general as we move forward in life. If we continue to hold on to these grievances, this is what holds us back. This is what blocks us, right? Somebody needed that story. Somebody, that will resonate for somebody, and that'll give you clarity, okay? Especially if you have young children. Archangel Uriel, success through action. Archaea Faith, lead with confidence, okay? So kind of, you know, backing up my little story here, right? I had success by taking action, by getting to the root of the problem. And I led knowing that this is going to help not only me, not only him, but also his brother. Because my poor younger one was just kind of like in this space where he was becoming so upset with him all the time. Sure, he's like being bullied, right? I don't know if that's going off topic, but it feels like it really, really resonates here in this energy where it's really important that we begin seeing, you know, how everything we do is being affected by ourselves and others. So, my beautiful angels, spirit guides, ancestors, the highest white light, and decree only, my beautiful higher self, what can we tell my beautiful viewer about their destiny calling and Archangel Zadkiel really here leading you guys down a path of mercy during this time, okay? And as I said that, look at that, Archaea, mercy. Beautiful confirmation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Cherish your sacredness, okay? Again, your destiny is calling, okay? It's time to come home to your sacredness. It's time to come home to your truth, okay? Back to yourself, your divine truth here. Because when you take action is when you will be successful. We have to take forward, we have to create forward movement, right? We have to look at the things that have been holding us back. We have to forgive, show mercy, compassion, empathy to ourselves and others, to be able to learn from our mistakes, learn from the things that we've been through, then move forward, right? A lot of pinks here, all right? Archaea constants, bring heaven to earth, right? So this is basically, you know, the energy that's here with us today is, you know, the angels really want us to start focusing on how we can take our divinity and bring it back here, back to our physical vessel, back to Mother Earth, to begin raising collective consciousness, okay? Every one of us here in this world has a divine purpose. We all have a blueprint. We all came here to learn and grow and to help, okay? To assist. And especially during this time here, okay? This is a very, very pivotal time within Earth. Okay, here with the 5 of Cups on the bottom, right? To move past this disappointment, this grief. To keep looking at the things and keep living in the space in our heart and our mind of everything that is ruined and failed and defeated. Okay? This is where we have to shift our perspective and start looking at what you do have. What can you be appreciative of? What are you currently grateful for that brings you happiness? 222 on my timestamp. How can we begin looking at things in a new way here? Okay. So my beautiful angels, spirit guides, ancestors, the highest white light, and decree only, my beautiful higher self, Archangel Zadkiel. How can we guide my beautiful viewer here through the current energy that they are in to help them follow the call to their destiny? Because your destiny is calling you, okay? How can we, what are some blocks that are blocking them from their destiny at this time? I have the 6 of Swords. I had a bunch fall over. Okay, so I'm just gonna take that whole pile back and let's go again. Okay. What is blocking my beautiful viewer from moving forward towards their destined path? I just heard shadow work. Okay, so many of you really need to start getting to some shadow work here. Okay, and it's funny because this is just like, it just gave me destiny, right? Destiny. Destiny is calling, okay? This is just confirming destiny is calling. But I asked, what is blocking you, okay? So it's kind of like I'm hearing like bottom of the wheel, right? You might be in a space in your life, again, with that 5 of Cups showing up on the bottom of the deck, where you've kind of been, you know, everything has, you know, always gone the wrong way for me, right? And if we stay on the wheel in that mentality, we cannot get it moving, okay? Your destiny is calling you here, but we have to take the action to have success here, okay? We need to do the due diligence. We need to do the shadow work here, right? Call upon Archangel Zadkiel. He will help lead you down this path, okay? He will help bring you mercy in your heart, okay? Help you balance divine order in your own personal life here, okay? To begin cherishing your own sacredness, your divinity, okay? To offer this to yourself. Blocks for my viewer, please. What are some blocks to their destiny? Is there anything that we can help them get some clarity on here, my beautiful spirit team? Death and the Tower, okay? We just need to bring sudden endings here, okay, to create forward movement, right? It's just sudden endings, okay? What is a sudden ending that you know that you can create to get this wheel turning in your favor now, okay? It's going to cost massive, massive transformation here, okay? I'm going to move this really fast. Okay, here we go. I think that's a little bit better because then I can use the table. Because in this energy here, beautiful souls, what I'm really getting as well is that many of you guys may feel that, you know, it's kind of like really like this victim mentality is coming back here, where it's like people have been in a space where I don't know how to move forward if I don't have the proper tools. Okay, it's kind of like what I'm hearing. Like, if I don't have the tools to get what I need done, how am I supposed to do anything, right? How am I supposed to move forward in my life? Okay, 555 as I'm saying that. And that's change, that's movement here, right? You're being guided along that path. What do they need to put an ending to? What is something they need to put an ending to? I have the Page and the King of Cups here, okay? There could be some emotional immaturity here, okay, where maybe people kind of have these, I'm hearing like outbursts, okay, so take that how that resonates here, but, you know, a majority of us, you know, and I think that's maybe why I brought up this, you know, kind of like gung-ho story about what I'm doing with my boys, right? I want to raise emotionally intelligent boys, right? I don't want my boys to grow up unable to work through their emotions. And this is kind of what I'm getting here, right? Where there's this immaturity, but it's an old gentleman. The Page of Cups is that innocence, right? That naive type of, I keep wanting to say immature, okay? So that's what's coming up in the energy. It's like an immaturity energy type of thing, right? Where we feel like we're a fish out of water when we have to look or feel our emotions. We don't know how to handle our emotions. And then the King of Cups is here saying it's because we need to learn how to balance them, right? Because as I was telling you guys, the dominions are the angels that bring divine order. They balance universal laws, right? To show us the truth in love, to show us mercy, okay? It's like we have to show ourselves mercy in our emotions, and maybe even past relationships, however that's resonating for you here, okay? To know that we have to take the first step. We have to take the first step here. And, you know, I feel like that sometimes that message is really like, you know, repeated here on my channel, okay? But sometimes it goes over people's head, you know, because, you know, sometimes we can all say it's as easy as, yeah, I'm going to do it. But if we do not apply ourselves, beautiful souls, if we do not take the action, if we do not do our due diligence and look at things and plan accordingly and take the action, nothing changes. That's why we have to bring this, we just have to make this sudden change. We have to just bring an end to it. See, a lot of Page energy is coming up here, okay? And then here we have some Two of Cups, all right? Some partnerships, all right? So, if there is immaturity, okay, emotional unavailability in your partnerships at this time, is this something that you need to forgive? Is there somebody or something in your current situations? Is there somebody or a situation from your past where you feel that there was a lot of, I'm hearing benevolence. Benevolence, is that even a word? Benevolence. I'm gonna look that up. I've never heard of that word. Benevolence. I'll be back. It was the word benevolence. Okay, so yeah, bringing kindness here. Okay, kindness, well-being. So where in your life, in any current or past partnerships, was there anything that wasn't kind that happened to you? I mean, that could be so generalized here, okay? But where or who do you need to forgive? Where or who do you need to show mercy in your life to at this time? That is the block. That is what's stopping you from the call of your destiny. That is what's stopping you from turning the wheel in your life at this time, because there is some sort of immaturity where you're not looking properly or honestly here. And what I'm also getting here, beautiful souls, is there are half of the cards out right now are major arcana. This is major spiritual lessons for you here, okay? And we have to go through, I'm hearing like rankings, right? We have to go through the darkness to find the light. We have to break down these things here, okay? And it's kind of like a lot of us may hold fears in asserting ourselves in unknown places, and that's actually something that I have been working through myself, okay? Because we can say, yeah, I'm ready to take a leap, and I am ready to start something new, and I'm ready to, you know, just create new chapters in my life, right? I'm ready to try something new. But when it comes down to that actually transpiring in our life, a lot of us come to this space and say, well, how do I go about it? Remember, I was mentioning something about we don't feel like we have the proper tools to do certain things, right? That's coming up in this energy because a lot of us feel that because it's so new that we won't be able to handle it. We won't be able to move forward. And then that just stops us. We just don't even move anymore. This is where, you know, as I mentioned, like I repeat it always and always, that we have to assert ourselves. That's literally what Archangel Zadkiel is saying here. That no matter how small you feel, no matter how much you don't feel that you have enough information, or things just don't seem, you know, fitting to where you think you should be or how things should be before moving forward, throw it out the window. Okay, throw it out the window, because then we're always going to have a reason to stop ourselves from creating forward movement in our life. Think about it as if you got a completely new job. And this actually happened to me back in my 20s. I was working at a restaurant, and I was a hostess for so long. But then in-house, I kind of got interviewed to be an event coordinator, right? Where then I dealt with large party reservations and working one-on-one with people that wanted to come in and reserve banquet spaces and have pre-selected menus and things of that, right? So for me, being a hostess, just answering calls and seating people for 5-7 years of my life, right? I'm now going into a more personal, detail-oriented space, and I was scared. I was terrified. I remember I even had one of my managers like answering calls for me so I could just listen to him and what he would say, because I had no idea what I was doing, right? But I had to push past it. I had to learn. And what ended up happening was I was recognized by the company as Rookie of the Year because I stepped into that position. I took it on full charge. I took action and I succeeded, right? And then I was actually awarded by the company because I kicked butt, right? We cannot be afraid. We have to take the baby steps. I knew nothing about this position. I had to learn as I went through, right? But then I ended up being one of the best people in the company in that position. Go figure, right? So we can't block ourselves without even knowing what's out there, without even just trusting a little bit to dip our toe into something new and allow it to unfold, allow it to progress for us. We're only going to continue to stop ourselves if we stay in this innocent, naive type of energy, emotionally immature. And I know that may be triggering for some people, right? But we have to mature, right? We have to come from the page to the king to be able to grow. There's no growth. How do you think a page becomes a king? If he stays a page forever, he's never going to be a king. I mean, just common sense, right? We have to break that down to transform. We have to allow the death and the rebirth in our life, okay? We have to allow it. Because with these major arcanas out here really showing me that, you know, major soul lessons here, 444 on my timestamp as I'm saying this, is to allow the things to crumble. We have to break things down. We have to break down our fears. We have to break down these low vibrational thoughts, these limiting beliefs, the subconscious programming that stops us from fulfilling our own destiny, right? Any other messages here? I just keep hearing assert yourself, okay? You have the truth, okay? You know the truth in many ways. And that's on a soul level, you guys. Your gut instinct, your intuition is always guiding you. Your higher self is with you, leading the way. It's about us and our 3D limited beliefs and fears stopping us from these things. Because then if it was up to me in that current position, I could have stayed a hostess forever. Where would I have gone? I would have just stayed a hostess. And I mean, no judgment or backlash, on hostesses or anything like that. But for my personal involvement and growth in my said career at that time, I did not want to continue being a hostess. I wanted to evolve. I wanted to grow. Yes, it was scary AF at first, but then I got there. But then I became mature, right? I was able to grow and evolve, and it was like a spark of inspiration for me, and I turned around that whole location in so many ways because of me and taking myself and applying myself in that space. 10 of Pentacles, look it, and then the 2 of Cups coming back. And the Devil, okay? Exactly, all right? These are fears, these are limiting beliefs, these are toxic attachments here that we have within what we see as our legacy, within our rooted abundance here, especially in partnerships. So if you have been dealing with or dealt with emotionally immature people in your past or currently, take an honest look here. What do you need to break down to get the wheel moving here? To show yourself mercy and cherish your sacredness, okay? And it's kind of like your prayers want to be answered, all right? But there's a fear. There's fears here. How can we help them break through the fear? And then, of course, as simple as introspect, right? Introspect. I'm hearing contracts, okay? So again, going back to, relationships, right? Partnerships, business partnerships. Are you stuck with, well, not stuck, but are you in a situation maybe with a business partner and it's just dreadful, but you're afraid to put an end to it because you're afraid X, Y, and Z. Break this stuff down here, beautiful souls. There's victory. There's success in breaking down the things that do not serve, by showing ourselves mercy and allowing ourselves to step into our own divine sacredness in our life, okay? Okay, here's the Emperor under, right? To strategize, to stabilize our lives, to bring heaven back to earth, right? I'm making another deck. So I'm kind of like in this energy of like, I've been storytelling in this reading, right? And I went from, work dealing with my sons, right? And having him help him through a major subconscious wound that would have followed him through life. And I'm so grateful that I got that information here to help him. But that information is also here to help you, okay? If you feel like that with people in your life, where you feel like things were taken away from you, that could be a major block, okay? And then my story about, how I was, getting that promotion within the company, right? And then ended up being Rookie of the Year, okay? We cannot be afraid to take new steps. We cannot be afraid to go down new lanes in life, to create changes. We will only stay stuck. Your destiny is calling you, but you have to break down the fears. You have to put a death to the ego, a death to the limiting beliefs. Axe it out. You can't make this stuff up. Break up. Stop the pattern. It also has abandonment on here, okay? Maybe you have some deep abandonment wounds or issues. Definitely something I work through as well. Those things aren't easy, beautiful souls, but we have to feel to heal. Do you feel called to a higher purpose? Do you want to follow your destiny in this life? It's very important that you come to this space. Allow Archangel Zadkiel to come here and give you the mercy, bring you the balance, the truth, the love for yourself and others to move forward. Okay? There's nothing that we should fear. Maybe many of you are also dealing with addictions, codependency, right? There's so many layers to things, and this is a collective message, so it's hard. Pinpointing on these collective messages is pretty difficult. So take things how they resonate. I really hope that, you know, if you are this far along, that you have received some clarity and some breakthrough, right, to help you move forward on a path. Your destiny is calling you, and you do not need to fear stepping up and into it. Okay, there's no reason to fear, you know, looking at the different layers within our life, the things that are keeping us stuck and sad and depressed and in the Five of Cups energy, right? You know, Archangel Zadkiel really wants to, you know, help you bring justice to unjust situations, okay, in one layer of energy. And really help you stay organized, okay? Stay organized. How can you get to the best place, best circumstance, right? Find solutions within your current circumstances to lead you down and onto the path of the best one for you. There was kind of like this quote that one of the dominions, like the dominions kind of like have, and I had it here listed on a piece of paper. Let me see if I have it here. Okay, all right, this is it. All right, this might help many of you guys as well, okay? Because as I've been mentioning, they're here to balance love and truth, the dominions, right? And Archangel Zadkiel is a leading dominion angel, all right? It says, love without truth settles for less than best, okay? And truth without love doesn't respect the reality of the moment. Come back to the present moment here, beautiful souls. Self-indulgence. Be selfish in this manner, okay? And I'm not talking through the ego and being in that type of energy. I'm talking about self-love, self-care. You care for yourself and you do not feel that you need to go and people please or not have the proper boundaries set for your own growth here, okay? It says, focus on self-worth, time to heal, shadow work, self-appreciation. It was 222 when I said that. How can you appreciate yourself? In what ways can you find your self-worth? Is there any situation in your life that took your self-worth from you? Look at that. It's time to heal that. It's time for shadow work. And didn't I bring up shadow work in the very beginning? It's time for shadow work here, beautiful souls, especially if you want to align with your destiny as it's calling to you. Your destiny is calling you here. And then look at engagement ring with partnerships, right? So there's a lot of, you know, 3 on my clock. There's a lot of energy around emotional influence, emotional pain, emotional resentment, and anger in regards to partnerships. This can be your family, your coworkers, your bosses, your business partners, your lovers, your wife, your husband, however it resonates, your best friend. In what ways has there been emotional immaturity? Has there been emotional abuse or influence in a negative connotation for you that has kept you stuck, has kept you feeling that you cannot move forward and bring your own peace into your life? Okay, very, very important. There's just one card that wants to stick out here. Ancestry, heal the roots. Okay. All right, so let's get a closing message. If you are this far along, thank you so much for your energy, your time, and your presence. Please make sure to like the video. And if you do align and enjoy my energy and the messages that I do give out, please do be sure to subscribe. I am growing my channel here on this platform. So I appreciate you guys being here and really supporting me through the growth of my through the growth of this channel here, okay? If you guys have any questions or want to reach out with any, anything that comes to mind, I'm here to help you guys, okay? Again, I'm an ascension guide, so don't hesitate to contact me. You can send me an email. Link is in the bio to my website. I offer personal readings. You can go ahead and check out my other platforms, Instagram, TikTok, and I also, I post a lot of shorts on there as well, okay? A closing message is romance is blooming. Somebody likes you and meeting somebody new. Okay, so this kind of feels like it took a turn in the energy, but this could also be love related, right? Your destiny is calling you. You need to heal old wounds within partnerships, right? To allow this new person into your world. And that was actually an energy that I picked up last week, as I mentioned, right? There was an energy of a soulmate being on hold. Okay. But somebody wants to talk to you here. There's somebody in your world that wants to talk to you, and they're part of your destiny. Okay, they're part of your destiny. But closing message here from my beautiful viewer, my beautiful spirit team of the highest white light and decree only Archangel Zadkiel. And in correlation with all of this energy here, how can we give my beautiful viewer a closing message to give them some information to move forward with here? Oop, that was a lot. Shadow work. I have some shadow work prompts that I have. Oh my gosh, there's so much that's coming out. There's a lot that they want to say here, but I don't want to kind of overgo. Talking, conversing more. Keys on a ring, many options. A weighted message, a text, a call. Okay, so this is just kind of like going back to this. There is some sort of, energy here that's around as a closing message from the angels for you, that you have somebody that wants to come into your life here, okay? And it could be somebody that you met unconventionally. This could also mean that somebody is making a decision about you or waiting for you to make a decision about them. It says one night stand. Maybe this is somebody that you met randomly one time and it was kind of like a one-time fling, and now they want to come back because they have more feelings for you. They're part of your destiny here. There is some sort of communication that's going to come in, but right now you are really, really being guided to focus on the self, okay? But you want to tell my viewer a little bit more about this person that's coming in. Let's go ahead and dig into that. Why not? That's always fun. Okay, be lighthearted, and then engagement ring came back. Okay, so this person really sees partnership, commitment, eternity with you. Okay, if you are on a twin flame journey or past life soulmate type of energy, you are on that path. Okay, some sort of union is going to be coming in that is aligned with your destiny here when we focus on this stuff. Okay. Be lighthearted, finding out things coming to light, adapt, change, and heal, okay? So as you change and as you heal and as you adapt, things are going to come to light. This is going to start coming into your reality here. That is long-term commitment. That is love. That is a bond, right? But first, this is full circle now, but first you need to stop this old pattern here. You need to break down the death, the tower moment, right? To bring justice into your life. All right, so I think this was a beautiful message. Thank you so much for your presence, Archangel Zadkiel. Please let me know how this resonated with you guys, how you got clarity, if you got clarity, if it gave you any, extra knowledge, maybe aha moments to help you move forward on your own individual path towards your destiny, because it's calling you, beautiful souls, okay? So get out of your head, all right? Get out of your head. Look forward, okay? Because you know that you have a beautiful life ahead of you, okay? But right now it's unknown. It's unknown to you, and trust that. Remember my job, right? I had to just take that leap, and then it became, still to this day, one of my favorite jobs I've ever had. Okay, trust that sometimes we have to go through that darkness, that little pain, that little fear. We got to break down that comfort zone here. Okay, we have to put an end to the things that aren't serving us, break down the fears, and watch how everything unfolds to us, how we will have success through proper action, how we will come back to ourselves, we will have mercy, right? We will come home to our inner sacredness and bring heaven to earth for ourselves. Okay, so again, if you like this message, And let me know how it resonated for you guys, okay? I love to hear from you guys. And until next time, beautiful souls, love and light to you.